Well, hello, everyone, and happy Friday. This is Bridgett coming at you with your Friday message. And, y'all, it's month end. And can you believe that we're on the last day of the month? Oh, my goodness. Where did 2 months already go in this new year? I think we blinked, and it's March. I mean, what is happening? But I do want to remind you of some key things about month end that I always tell my consultants. You want to make sure you do great follow-up. So any customers that you talked to, wanted to place an order, maybe you talked to even 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, did a facial with, it's follow-up Friday. Always a good day to follow up on Friday. That's always my thing. And it's also good because it's payday. So a lot of people get paid today. It's also income tax time. So I want to remind you that with income tax time, it's a great opportunity to also be team building. You know, if you have someone that's team building and or someone that's thought about the opportunity, she may have more money right now to maybe buy her starter kit or place her first order. So it's a great time to be building your team, following up on that. So I can't say enough about the blessing of this season. So get excited about Follow-Up Friday. Get excited about a month in. And I want you to have a goal that you're going to hit today, whether you listen to this message at 5 o'clock today or at the end of the night or you're fixing to listen to it. I want you to set some goal. I don't care how big or how small. It's a win that you finish the month with, because I think wins breed confidence. And so when we're excited and we have these wins, then we can get excited about going into the new month with a strong start. Now, obviously, we're going into March, and March brings the schedule of spring and spring breaks, and we start getting into holidays and different things that are happening. Spring comes, of course, in March, and so it's an exciting season, but it also draws in a little bit more busy. So you want to be prepping and thinking now, today, okay, so how am I going to prep for my March? What do I already have planned for March? What's on my schedule? And how can I make March the most fruitful for my business? What activities do I need to do to move the needle in my business? I was recently having a conversation with my consultants that were planning out their final 4 strategies for Mary Kay year end, March, April, May, and June. And I told one of my consultants, I said, here's the thing. I was like, your activity must match what you want. So, for example, she was wanting to finish what's called Princess Court in Mary Kay, which is $20,000 retail. And she knew the number of amounts she had to do. I said, so how much activity will that need to be for you to do that? And she said 30 faces a month. Well, if you did the math on the average face, which we average $75 a face, that did not add up. And so I said to her, so how much would you have to sell per face to be able to hit that number? So she was averaging at $150 a face. Well, I explained to her that I think with that math, you could potentially be setting yourself up for disappointment, because we typically don't average $150 per face. So how about we look at maybe averaging, 75 a face? You're going to have to double your face count, but that can come from your parties. That can come from, lots of things. And so she was like, okay, that's better. I'm going to do a double power start. 75, if I average more, it'll just be great. I'm like, yeah, exactly. But you guys, numbers protect your heart. And so you have to know your numbers. So log into InTouch today. Know how much you are away retail-wise, quarter sharing-wise, towards the goal you want to hit by June 30th. Like, the numbers matter. There's not a CEO out there that does not know their numbers. So get clear on your numbers. Know what you need. Finish your February strong. And going into March, knowing that this is your final 4. And I really can't believe we're already finishing a Mary Kay year. It's really crazy. But you know what? It is always a gift. And so I think you take every day captive. You take every day as a blessing. And so don't waste a day. You don't want to get to June 30th and say, man, I was just a little bit short. And you were a little bit short because there were days where you fell short. There were days when you didn't give it your best. So make sure that you're giving every day your best. And then you have no regrets. When you lay your head on the pillow on June 30th, you can say, you know what, I gave this everything I had. And I think if you can do that, then that's great. That's where you want to be. So I hope this encouraged you today, my friends. Put on that CEO hat. Get serious about all things you got to do. And let's get it done. And y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.